Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast, where two kindred spirits sit down and talk about books. Every time I talk, I can hear a faint crackling. I'm so sorry, everybody. We're having some issues. I think we're just going to have to go for it, though. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. It's been a week, as always. I see somebody is wearing some merchandise.
Yeah.
Wow. She's wearing a very nice Happily Booked, a bookcast t-shirt. That's one of my favorite t-shirts.
I like this one. I like the orange one.
Mm-hmm.
My mom hates orange, but that's okay.
It is a very bright orange, too. I do like it, though, a lot. So, we have shirts. You know, we have shirts, we have bookmarks, we have notebooks, we have mouse pads, we have tote bags. I really like the tote bag. It has a lot of my yarn in it. I feel like we had something else. Well, we've got a lot of stuff.
Did you mention the notepads?
I did say the notepads. We need to get a planner. That's what we need.
Ooh,
that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're interested in anything, you know, send us an email, happylybookedpodcast@gmail.com, and we will get you a reasonable price and get you some merchandise. Whoop, whoop. So, anyway, how's it going, Becky?
It's going. Oh, I forgot I don't have my own microphone. I was talking to the wrong
depressing.
spot.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is cozy. It gets us closer.
Yeah, we're really good friends now. Yeah, I mean, it picks you up just fine, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know about anyone else. My children have good immune systems, and I have a very good immune system. My oldest daughter has been at the doctor's office a lot this year.
Yeah.
If I feel like we go once a month, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I guess lately it has been.
Now, Ella went last month. I think she was the one who was sick last month.
Yeah.
But hers was really allergies. But
yeah, she really struggles with allergies.
Yeah, she does. Sucks. I don't know what's going on this year. Emma's been sick, and she does not get sick. So it's really weird that we've been at the doctor so much. So we went to the doctor today, and I should have told you that we needed to FaceTime because I don't want to get Stetson sick, but we're going to be very cautious and make sure that Emma doesn't. She's not going to hold him or anything today, which he's asleep right now anyway. But
I'm joking.
I mean, other than her not feeling well a lot, we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're so excited right now because I have a friend. We've been friends since college. She went to Auburn University. And she still lives in Auburn. And I think she works at the university. She has a degree in audiology. And she works, I think she works on the campus in a clinic for people who have hard time hearing and things like that. But Ella has been on this kick lately that she wants to go to college in Alabama. Specifically, she wants to go to Auburn. And she's only 11. It could change. But, and that's a very expensive school. So I'm going to need people to buy merch and my book.
I'm glad she has the mindset, though, right now that I want to go to college, at least somewhere.
Right. So she wants to go to Auburn. And she was asking last night specifically about the football games. And it's so funny because I enjoy football. I enjoy baseball. But I don't watch a lot of it with the girls, because we don't have cable, and so we don't have ESPN or anything, you know, we don't have sports channels. And so I have lacked in training them about sports.
Well, you should just go to my parents' house.
Your dad will educate them.
Yeah. He sure will, but he will not support her going to Alabama.
We'll leave that part out.
Yeah, just pretend it's UGA.
Well, I texted her last night because Ella was asking, so if I go to Auburn, do I get to go to the games for free? And if I bring a friend, do they get to go for free? And I was like, you might get to go for free, but I doubt if you bring someone they would. So anyway, I texted her all this, and she said, I don't honestly remember. We probably just paid a discounted price.
Yeah.
She goes, why don't you guys come down and I'll give her a tour of the campus.
Aww.
And I was like, really?
That's so nice.
And Ella goes, I thought you had to be in high school. I said, if you know someone, you can go on a tour anytime. Yeah. And she goes, really? And I said, yeah. And then she texts me and says, I can probably get you some tickets. We have a home game in November. And I was like, what?
That's so fun.
We would love get tickets to a game.
What a fall activity.
I've never been to an Auburn game.
Yeah.
I got to go. I visited her one time at campus. She lived in an apartment, or I think she was visiting someone else's apartment for the game party. And we watched the game at the apartment, and they won that game. And so I went to Toomer's Corner with her and all of her friends. And for those of you who don't know, there's a pharmacy in Auburn called Toomer's Pharmacy. And there used to be a tree outside on the corner that somebody poisoned because I don't guess they have very good, what's the word? They're sore losers.
Oh.
They poisoned the tree because their team lost to Auburn. But it wasn't dead yet when she was there. And so I got to go and toilet paper I'm like, and the police also, for those of you who don't know, block off the street that Toomer's Corner is on, or that I guess the corner, that makes sense. So the pharmacy is on one corner, and then across the street there's a big Auburn University sign. So we toilet papered everything. They let you I'm like, when I went, I was like,
they know it's a part of the celebration.
And when I went, I was like, we are actually allowed legally to do this.
That's so funny. I know.
And so the cops block off the street so that you can be out there and not get hit by cars. And we took pictures on the university sign and everything, and it was such a good time. And I was like, I guess they still toilet paper Toomer's Corner, but not the tree. Yeah. Because the tree is gone, and that was very sad. Unless they replanted, and I just don't know. I'm sure that my friends...
they probably have replanted something.
My Auburn friends would know the answer to that question.
Or they've got like a statue or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very sad when it happened. But anyway, so I'm really excited.
That's so cool.
So I told her if she's able to get us tickets, to just let me know because I'll have to ask off. Or I guess I'll have to take a point if my boss is listening because I'm going to go to the game.
Yeah. I mean, experiences.
Yeah, and when I told the girls, they were so excited. So
yeah.
I'll keep y'all updated on that. Yeah.
I'll have to get like a funnel cake at the football game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ella's already said, we have to stop at Buc-ee's and get Auburn merch because there's a Buc-ee's in Auburn.
Naturally.
She's funny.
Goodness.
So she's really excited about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
She's got it in her head that so far, at least, that she wants to go.
She's had for a long time that she wanted to go to college. It's the college that I thought she would want to go to is SCAD.
Yeah. Because
she wants to do art.
Yeah.
But she wants to go to Auburn. And I'm sure they have a great program for art as well.
Yeah.
So, and she wants to do something with theater and art. She wants to get a major and a minor. So, we'll see.
Big dreams right now at 11.
She's a big dreamer. She is. She takes after me, I guess. So yeah, I'm very proud of both the girls. Emma has been back and forth about what she specifically wants to do as far as college goes and like where she wants to go. But they both plan on, doing something big. So that's
pretty
good.
Cool. That's exciting. Y'all are going to have so much fun. A little road trip and then a football game and a tour of the college.
Yes.
That's going to be nice.
Now, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Because last week when we recorded, you said you didn't have a haul. But after the recording, you said, I did have a haul. Wasn't that last week?
I feel like that was last week.
Do you remember what your haul was that you forgot about?
No. Which means I forgot about it again. What was it? Have I gotten a book? Maybe that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, maybe it was.
Well,
this is awkward.
But I do actually have a haul that I thought about.
Okay.
It's nothing. Don't get too excited. Calm down, everyone. Hold on, I gotta wake my Kindle up. It fell asleep when I took a nap earlier too.
Oh,
my.
Was that me?
I guess.
I'm breaking chairs.
I
Don't
would-
worry.
At
I'm
least you
losing weight.
maybe would fall on the phone.
Fall on your cup.
Yeah. No, don't do that. That hurts.
I should have asked for extra toffee in this thing.
You know, every now and then I think, because if I go to Dunkin' and get the thing that I get,
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes with a shot of espresso, not espresso.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we always say espresso. It's espresso. And I'm always
Italians
like,
everywhere cringing.
they should. And I'm like, man, maybe I should throw a few more in there. Okay. I don't know why I can never figure out how to use my Kindle. I've been using it a lot lately, so I don't know why I haven't gotten this down. You can do it. Okay. So, I purchased a book on October 5th, and it is We Used to Live Here by Michael Kliewer.
Nice.
So, I'm planning on reading it on my Kindle. That is our book club book, as Becky knows, and most of you probably should know. For this month, you have all of this month to be reading it. You should already know by now. One episode is now late coming out, but we'll get to that. Don't worry, it'll come out. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So, and yeah, so I got that on my Kindle. My mom is going to start listening to it on Everand, which, you know, it's on Everand. That was one of the reasons we picked it, or it was one of the options.
Yeah.
And I actually had started listening to it on Everand on the way to meet her and my sister yesterday for like early dinner, late lunch, whatever. And I bought a dress to go to our friend's wedding on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm so happy they're getting
excited.
married. I'm
Me
so
too.
excited. So I was like, yeah, I want to buy a dress. Yeah, I just want to. So we went and wandered around a little bit. And and I said, she finally gave me back Jurassic Park. It's upstairs on the coffee table. I said, are you going to read the book club book? And she was like, book club book? Like, I guess she just hasn't listened to the last couple episodes, so she's not, like, you know, quite up to date or whatever. And I was like, yeah, the book club book. It's We Used to Live Here. We talked about it on, I don't know, an episode or two ago, whenever I told her this. And she was like, oh, okay. So then she got it on Everand, or went to find it on Everand, and I was like, oh, it's already on there, but you're going to have to go back to the beginning, because I've already, like,
started.
Yeah, I've already, like, started it. But I told her, I was like, we could technically both listen to this audiobook on Everand on the same account if we pay attention to where we leave off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to predominantly try to just read it on Kindle, so
I think you'll
don't worry.
enjoy it more on Kindle.
I think so.
I'm not enjoying listening to it.
So,
Not gonna lie.
I wanted to ask you more about that, because I know you said something last week about, you know, we'll get there in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll get there in a minute. Okay, have you finished anything?
Yes, you
have.
finished.
I'm just guessing, sorry.
I finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I really enjoyed
I
the
thought
book.
you finished Deathly Hallows.
No, I watched the movie.
Right. That's what your text said. You're right.
I can't wait to read the Deathly
Yes.
Hallows, though, because...
That's one of my favorites.
So, the Half-Blood Prince
Love that one,
did
too.
answer some questions that the movie doesn't, of course.
Of course.
I still don't hate the movie, unlike, I think it was Order of the Phoenix that I really just did not like.
Yeah, they left a lot of stuff out
Yeah.
and changed a lot of things.
And it's crazy because I loved that movie
Right.
until I read the book.
Mm-hmm.
And normally that doesn't affect me. Like if I watch the movie first, I don't hate it but they left so much out.
Yeah.
I understand why they leave some things out of movies, but their choice of things to leave out
Yeah.
baffled me.
A little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Their choice really to not discuss Dobby at all from where he's introduced. They leave after that point, after that first time he's introduced, all the way until when he dies. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand, because he's very integral
Yeah.
in the story. He never stops being part of the story.
Yeah.
So
He's
I don't know
just
why
enough a part of the story in every book. You would think they'd want to.
leave him in there.
Yeah.
And he has funny parts. Like, you know, they could have inserted...
He's so funny.
A couple of the funny parts. I just don't understand why they chose...
Even if it's just to be goofy and to show his character.
Right.
Yeah.
And also I think that it would have made people understand more why Harry was so close to Dobby.
Yeah.
And why he was, I mean, obviously we're going to be upset if someone dies.
Right.
But because he was so close to Dobby, and you don't see that in the movies like you do in the books.
Yeah, so it doesn't quite have the same impact as when you see him die as when you read it.
Right. And I did want to revisit something that my daughter's friend's mother said about Tonks and Lupin. She said he's so old in the movie, and it's so weird for him to be so old and be with a purple-headed young girl. But when you read in The Half-Blood Prince, yeah, he's not in his 40s, but she is younger than him. I think that was the point that they tried to make it look like he was so much older, because in the books he references that.
He is older.
He's, you know, I forget who it was, but he was like, I don't want to, she should be with someone who's young and vibrant, not with an old man like me. Oh, it's Mr. Weasley.
Yeah.
And he says, but she doesn't want a young, vibrant man. She wants you.
Right.
And so I think that was the point of making him, maybe they made him look older than they should have, but I think they were trying to show that, yeah, that was the point. He was older, and it's weird that he was with the young girl, but she wanted to be with him. Like, that was the point.
Yeah.
You'd think she would have known that because she read the books. But anyway, no offense if she's listening to this podcast. So I thought, you know, that answered that question when I was reading the book. So I like that. And there were a couple of things I think that they get addressed in the Deathly Hallows rather than in the Half-Blood Prince, like Albus, Dumbledore, and Snape having that conversation, because it's addressed in the movie, and it must be addressed in the book as well, obviously.
Maybe I should just skip Order of the Phoenix and just move into Half-Blood Prince. I thought about that like a week ago. I was like, I really like, man, and then hearing you talk about them again,
it's I'm really enjoying it. I'm putting a pause on reading the Deathly Hallows because I want to get through We Used to Live Here.
Yeah.
And I still have like a couple hours left in the Wheel of Time book, but I put it on hold to finish.
Crossroads of Twilight.
Yes, that one.
Crossroads of Twilight.
I put it on hold to finish Harry Potter because I was so close to the end of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm so close to the end of that book, the Wheel of Time book, but I might put it on hold some more just so I can do, because I want to finish our book club book on time.
Yeah.
So, but it's not because it's not good. It did go through a lull where I was like, oh my goodness, can we please get to the meat and potatoes here?
Yeah.
And we're finally getting there.
That's one of the things that sort of sucks about a long series. Even if you love it, it's like, okay, I'm still reading the same stuff. Like, okay, you just kind of want something different you want to taste something else for a little bit.
Right.
But that's so funny. That's when every time I read Harry Potter, normally I'll read one of them and then I'll read something else and then I'll read one of them and something else, because I'm like, I have to. Otherwise I'll get bored, and I don't want to not read the book in the long series that I'm reading because I'm enjoying it. But I have not gotten back into the Harry Potter, but every time I hear you talk about it, it rejuvenates me a little bit. So it like lights my fire a little.
Yeah, you really should.
Yeah.
The scene in when they go to the to find that Horcrux.
Yeah.
When they find
in the cave in the lake in the cave,
and they find the false Horcrux, which Harry finds out later it's not a real Horcrux. Mm-hmm. And since I just watched the Deathly Hallows, I know who RAB is, but they leave out some important information. I mean, I know they're trying to cut down on time, but I knew that scene was going to be better in the book than it was in the movie.
Yeah. Almost all of them are.
So that was a really good scene.
Yeah. It's very dramatic.
Yes.
Whew, man. So, okay, I finished one thing.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be funny if I was like, we used to live here, but Michael Kliewer.
I'd be like, you suck.
I know. I'd be like, well, I gotta read it again, I guess. No, I finished More of Us to the West by Trinity Dunn. And that one is, I don't know what I've been saying on the podcast, but it was 544 pages. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I count that as a large book.
Yeah, it is.
But I think I've been saying...
anything over 300 is large.
So, okay, since we're going to talk about it, I think like 100 to 300 is like average small. Yeah. Small to average. Yeah. And then 300 to 500 is like medium. Mm-hmm. And then anything 500 up, large. Okay. You know? That's just my...
That makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of 1,000-page books out there.
There sure are. There's also a lot of like small, really good books too. You know. Yeah. That's I don't know. I feel like I've been saying it's been like a 600-page book or something, so that's why I said that. Okay. But I finished it like a couple nights ago. Let me read the synopsis again. You know, I'm not going to do that. But
did you write a review?
I did not.
Oh, that's crazy. Brooke did not write a review.
I'm slacking lately. I really am. I'm hitting one of those slumps where I slack on like every single thing in my life, except the baby. He's fine. Don't worry. So this is the one where this wife gets on a plane to Bora Bora with her husband of 10 years. And they're going on this vacation to Bora Bora in an attempt to fix and rekindle their marriage, because there's been a lot of things that you are revealed to as you read the book that has caused tension and kind of estranged their relationship and all those things. So they end up, their first flight gets delayed, so they get on the second flight and they have to fly standby. So she gets first class, he gets the back of the plane. Whoops. And they take off, and she is seated next to, not thinking of his name, Jack Vollmer, which is like a TV show star that she, when she was a teenager, she had a crush on. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, wow, I'm sitting next to Jack Vollmer. Wow, look at that. And then he's like a jerk.
Oh, nice. And never meet your heroes.
Exactly. This isn't really that relevant, but I just think it's funny. And then the plane takes off. They're on the plane for a little while, and then all of a sudden it crashes. It hits a storm. It crashes into the ocean, and
Lost begins.
Yeah, right. And such is the Lost fan fiction. So then they get on a raft, and it's very, I don't know why I set certain standards for certain books and certain genres and stuff, and I really shouldn't do that, because it's not fair. Because I feel like albeit some things were mighty predictable, this was actually like very well done. And I know I'm like, it's a Lost fan fiction, it's romance, you know, whatever. But I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. And so I'm saying that because I had the bar set pretty low. And I think it delivered a little bit higher, and I was glad. I'm actually interested in reading the next one.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. So I thought, you know, I told you, I said, I just know, I can just tell that she's going to get close to this guy, Jack, and then she's finally going to say, okay, fine, I accept you as my island lover. I don't know. My comforter and my safe harbor in this tragedy. And then her husband's going to pop up, right? Because they get split up in the crash, and people are telling her, they're like, he was in the back of the plane. I saw the back of the plane. It exploded. Like, he did. And she has to like deal with that and stuff. And I was actually written out pretty well. Like, in romances, it's like they get thrown into something, and then it's like immediately she's like, oh, I'm over him, over my dead husband. But no, it took like a year for her to be like, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like a while. And
3 days later.
Right. And okay, fine, I guess. And so that's what I said. I was like, I'm fairly certain her husband's just going to pop up or whatever. So I was reading this book, and Austin was playing video games when it was night. Stetson was already put to bed. And I started to laugh because I was in the last couple of chapters, the last 10% of the book. And I started to chuckle, involuntarily. And just because I could sort of tell, what was happening, I've already, predicted, I've already, realized things that some of the characters haven't realized about their situation and stuff. And he's like, why are you laughing? So I tell him, and he's like, oh, okay. And I get to the end of the book. Sorry, I'm popping my knuckles, everybody. I didn't know it would pick it up that well. I get to the end, and I literally go, I scoff. I'm like, what? And I said, really? That's how it ends? And by the way, I'm going to spoil the ending. So, and
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. And I go, okay, well, I was fairly certain her husband was going to, show up and stuff. And for a split second, I was like, am I wrong? Am I wrong about this?
Does he show up on the last page?
It doesn't even say it's him, but it's him.
Oh.
It describes, his green eyes. This ship shows up, and they're like, a ship, finally, they're back, because they sent off Jack and somebody else in an attempt to find a neighbor island to find help, because they've been on this island for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dang, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have survived. This is impressive. And they're like, a ship is here. And then they're like, it's weird. It's like a pirate ship, And these people that don't recognize get off, pirates, get off of the boat. And somebody that they did send off on the raft, it wasn't Jack. Don't get excited. But one of the other characters, he runs up and he's like, wait, Grace, we got to tell you something, but don't talk. It's really dramatic. It's like, oh, what's going to happen? So these pirates show up, and then they make way for their captain, and their captain comes through, and it's her husband.
What?
And I was like, huh? I'm confused. How's he a pirate ship
better
captain?
Start reading book 2.
And I was like, interesting. So allegedly, somehow, the weird thing that's happened that also sort of makes me think of Lost is they've gone back in time, which I know they didn't really go back in time in Lost, but it's weird stuff happens on that island, and they somehow during the storm went back in time and it was hinted at 30% through, if you have a brain you could have figured it out. Mm-hmm. But the character's like, this doesn't make sense. Why aren't there any satellites in the sky? And they're pretty sure they know where they're supposed to be, which chain of islands they are supposed to be at, and they're like, this isn't adding up. There should be tourists everywhere. We still haven't seen anybody. There's no planes. There's no ships. There's no nothing. There's no satellites. You would think something would have popped up. And then they find an old dinghy from another pirate ship. They find treasure buried somewhere in the cave. They find an old brass spyglass and stuff. They find things that sort of indicate that. And one of the things she was like, we haven't found any plastic or anything like that. Everything's glass and wood and metal. And it's like, okay, you went back in time. I know that 32% into the book, I was like, they went back in time. And then, her husband shows up as the captain of a pirate ship. So
that's crazy.
There were a couple red flags with these characters. Well, one real red flag with some of the girl characters. There would be there was a moment when Grace, our main character who lost her husband, was really emotional, really upset, really conflicted with her feelings now towards Jack, and she's like, but I love my husband. I don't want you to just think that I didn't love my husband. This is very traumatic for me. I'm, a mess. and he's like, yeah, of course. He's very understanding, whatever. He's obviously not a jerk to her at a certain point. And then in an emotional rage, I don't know why. I think she maybe was searching for her husband. Like, they found the island, and she was like, maybe he's here. And so she gets it in her head, and she, like, goes and looks for him, can't find him. Jack finds her, tells her to calm down, tells her to stop. We need to go back to the group. Like, he's not here. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm so sorry. He's not here. She starts to hit him and, like, scratch at him and stuff and punch him, and he just lets her. And it's like, okay, she's having an emotional moment. Okay, you're big and strong and can handle it, I guess. But then later, she's like, you know, I'm so sorry I hit you. You know, I shouldn't have hit you or whatever. And he's like, that's okay, you know, it's fine. And then he casually jokes, oh, you know, when you beat me up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, don't condone her behavior like that. We don't condone beating each other up. That's not okay. Whether we're stranded on an island or, you know, in New York, like, we don't beat each other up. Domestic abuse is not okay. I get you were emotional, but, like, you know, say, hey, next time, try not to hit me. Don't do that. Next time, I'm gonna clock you. Like, don't hit me. So, and it happened with her, and another female character, like, hit somebody else, and they were like, oh, it's fine, haha. No, it's not fine, haha. We don't hit people. And then our main character, Grace, she has a disorder where her uterus, I know it's totally changing the page here. Flip the page. Her uterus is not, like, fully developed. Mm-hmm. So she only has, like, half of her uterus and, like, one fallopian tube. Mm-hmm. In her life with her husband beforehand, they wanted to have a baby. They had a really hard time conceiving because she doesn't have, like, a full uterus and stuff. And then when they did, the doctors were like, okay, but, you know, it's not likely that it's not going to be, like, a viable pregnancy. And they go through with it and everything, and they lose their baby. And that's one of their, like, really traumatic things that happens in their marriage. So there's a lot of, like, talk about miscarriages and stuff, and, like, baby loss. And I guess I should go ahead and mention there's a little rapey scene too. Oh, there's a lot going on in this book. So just FYI, there's all that.
You should probably put a warning on this before people listen.
I know. But then I feel like it was very careless of her. Mm-hmm. Oh. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I think I know.
She then proceeds to, like, not use protection on
They're
the
back
island.
in time. There's no such thing.
Well, I mean, if I get stranded on an island, that's not going to be the first thing on my mind. I'm going to be like, I want to go home. I'm also probably not going to try to get pregnant while on this island. Well, we are back in time. So, you know, modern medicine's not a thing. And we're on an island where nobody's at. But, so she gets pregnant. And there's all the, you know, the concerns she has. Like, I don't know if my baby will even make it. I don't know if I'll make it. All the things. And then she sees her husband.
Oh, no.
I'm just like, there's so much drama going on with this story. I can't handle it, but I'm going to read the next one.
You have to.
I have to.
You have to know what happens.
It's so funny. And it's actually
what a cliffhanger.
I know, right? It is actually very funny, too. There was a lot of funny scenes. There's one certain character. His name is Jim, and I think he's supposed to have grown up in Minnesota. But the way that Trinity Dunn wrote the way he talks in the story, it's like I read it exactly with a southern accent, and it is so funny, the things he says, where I'm, like, genuinely laughing out loud. I'm like, I can hear that. I can hear how you're saying that. But I really enjoyed it. There are a lot of, I know I mentioned I think those were pretty much all the things that I would really consider, like, trigger warnings, I guess. I mean, there's a plane crash scene into the ocean, you know. Yeah. There's a scene where someone's bones are sticking out.
Ew.
So maybe there's that. It was pretty good, though. I actually really enjoyed it. I was like, this is like I'm watching a drama on Netflix.
That's crazy.
So I ended up rating it 4-star. Don't ask me why.
It was that surprise ending.
I guess so. It was he's on a pirate ship as their captain. What? So I will be reading the next one at some point. Let me look up the title of it. It starts with feathers. Feathers is the first word. Feathers floating through Ember. That's the next one.
That's a nice title.
It is a nice title. It's very dramatic.
Yes.
Then the third one is called Remnants on the Tides of Time. There's like a pirate ship on the second one. And I think it's actually following her husband's point of view. Mm-hmm. Which I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy. Because, like, I told Austin, I was like, I think it's actually, I read the synopsis. I'm like, man, I think this is actually following his point of view. And I don't know if I'm going to, like, want to read it. Because he's going to, be in this plane crash into the ocean, survive somehow. And it says he meets some people. And one of them is a lady. And I'm like, well, he's just going to fall in love with her now. And it's just going to be the same thing, but on his point of view.
That's weird.
So, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. I have not read it.
You should give it a chance.
I probably will. I've already got it on my Kindle. So, it's on Kindle Unlimited.
If you don't like it, you can just DNF it and go to the third one.
You're like, what happened? It's going to be her and Jack's baby being raised by her and her husband. So they're all on Kindle Unlimited. It's called the Adrift series, and it's 5 books, and I think they're all pretty decently sized.
Good.
So, that's all I've finished. What I'm currently reading is We Used to Live Here. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I had decided, though, if it's too creepy to read at night, that I will start reading the second one in the Adrift series, Feathers of Something or Another, that I've literally already forgotten.
The first 3 or 4 chapters are not too creepy. There is something happening that makes me feel a little nervous.
Like uneasy.
Yes.
I should say I'm already I've already started it. I'm already a couple chapters in. I need to tell you how far. That way it gives you an idea.
I think I'm in chapter 4. But, it just is it's a little weird. I feel like it's going to be more than just in her head by the end of the book.
Yeah.
I feel. And I don't like it, but I also am not enjoying the...
Oh, yeah, you said you didn't like the main character. That's what I wanted to ask you about, right?
I like her. I think she's stupid.
Yeah, okay.
Right off the bat.
Okay, yeah.
She just let a family in her house.
Yeah.
You're feeling weird vibes from the family.
Yeah.
But you're going to let them in. No.
And I'm in chapter 3 called Hide and Seek. I just started it.
But then again, I suppose, how do you have a creepy book if you don't do something stupid, right? Mm-hmm. In every horror movie, when they're being chased by someone, they split up, and that's like the downfall. Why are you doing that? Because you're all going to die just individually now.
Mm-hmm. And lonely.
Yeah. So, and you get to discover each other's bodies.
Fun.
One at a time.
So fun.
Yeah, so, I don't know. She's not bright, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I can see that. And I think I am going to enjoy reading it on Kindle more than I would the audiobook, because at the end of the second, technically, I guess, no, I don't know. At the end of the first chapter, it goes into like the listing of the house.
Yes.
The Morse code.
I hated that.
So you can actually see the dots and dashes in the Kindle.
Yes.
So I
figured it would be.
Yeah.
That would be better for reading, but also it's just annoying to hear them read that.
Yeah, to randomly the beeps and the dots. Yeah. So I like looked up the letters, and like the first one was like J. It's like JLB, someone's initials, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
And then the last one, I just looked it up and I don't remember what it was. Man, I think is what it was.
Oh, okay.
MAN, man, I think. And I don't know if they're supposed to be initials or if it's like at one point they're all going to make sense. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just to the point.
It'll make sense to you because you're reading it physically.
Yeah. No, again, I heard it on the audiobook and I was like, for a second I was like, am I getting an emergency? Like, what's happening? And then it started to read the next chapter and I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm to the point basically where, what's her name? Jenny, the youngest daughter.
Yes.
She just goes missing.
Yeah.
That's all we really know.
I'm
I guess.
A little bit past that, but
yeah. So
I'm not far past you.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I need to ramp it up.
I probably would not have let the family in the house.
No,
because I too am sort of a scaredy cat. But yeah, if you're getting a weird feeling, also why you don't know?
You're in the middle of nowhere. You're by yourself.
Yeah,
you don't have you. And
I don't owe you anything.
The dad said multiple times it was fine.
Yeah,
she let them in because the little girl looked sad. Lady, you don't need kids.
Yeah. She can go look sad on the walk back to their car.
You can't just do stuff because they look sad.
It's also like 8:30 at night.
Right.
So no, sorry, you cannot come in.
No, you can come back when my girlfriend is here and it's light outside.
And when I'm carrying a gun. No. Yeah, and it's light outside because sorry, it's cold and you decide to walk up the driveway that's long and windy in the dark. Like, I'm not... Sorry. Yeah, and he was like, and here's my card. You can email me. We can set up a time to show them around. So it's like funny. I don't know if I trust the dad.
Girl, he done took some... Oh, we'll save that for the other for the when we actually talk about it.
Well, he did take...
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, what is that for?
Yeah.
It's giving like... Okay, I don't know how supernatural this book is going to go, but the first thing I thought is he turns into a werewolf and the pills keep him from doing that or something.
See, that's funny. I don't know how supernatural it's going to be. I think it's going to be more... If it is more supernatural, it's going to be more ghostly.
Yeah. But
my first thought with the pills that he took was like, he's got like schizophrenia.
Oh.
And so he has to take medicine. And that's at some point he's gonna like lose his medicine or something, and something's gonna go crazy. I don't know.
Well, how long are they gonna be in this house?
Yeah, and why was the dumbwaiter covered up with wallpaper? That's weird.
Someone didn't want to use the dumbwaiter, I guess.
I would just like.
Well, and okay. We're talking too much about the book, I guess, but like there's a window that he thought was in a different room.
Yeah. Odd. Okay. Yeah. Odd. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess we can stop talking about it now. So far, though...
Maybe we've talked about it enough where if you're not reading it yet, you will.
Yeah. So far, I do like it. Yeah, I see what you mean about how you think the main character's a little dumb, I think she's also a little dramatic. And that's not very nice to say if you read the book about all the issues she has.
Right.
But it's like, girl, you need to get a grip. Like, I'm sorry, but you need to get a grip.
Yeah.
And they've got a dog, so I hope the dog stays okay. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm reading. So I'm going to be reading that, and I'm going to off and on be reading Feathers or something or another by Trinity Dunn, which is not what it's called.
Feathers or something or another?
Yeah, Feathers or something, I don't know. Feathers. It's right here. Feathers floating through Ember.
I did want to say, when you talked about the bones sticking out in the other book, it reminded me that I was actually listening to Crossroads of Twilight.
Don't you just want to say it wrong now?
I did. I was so close to saying Crossroads. And I told Andrew at work, he came in the afternoon, and I said, Drew, I was listening to Wheel of Time this morning, and I had to stop because I was eating breakfast.
That's so funny.
Perrin cuts off someone's hand with an axe.
Nice.
and then the guy, I guess to show how macho he is, sprays blood all over Perrin's face with his...
Oh, that's a little much.
bleeding arm. And I'm like... I said, that was too much while I was eating. So.
I can handle the hand being cut off.
Right.
But then the blood gets on his face. I'm imagining it on his lips.
Yeah. And then
nasty.
Andrew was smiling. I think he probably remembers that. He has a good memory. He remembers all the books, I think. And so he knew what I was talking about. And he probably thought it was funny that I had to stop listening because I was eating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really funny. I don't blame you. Well, shoot. I guess that's all.
Me too.
Man, I wonder what those books were that I supposedly had to haul.
We're going to go upstairs and you'd be like, oh, that's my haul.
There it is. Shoot. Did I buy something? I don't think I bought any.
I don't remember.
I mean, that's what a haul is, I guess. But
I don't remember what it was either.
I don't know.
You said, oh, I could have talked about that, actually.
Oh, it was yarn.
Oh, it was yarn?
Yeah, it was yarn. Yeah. It wasn't a book, so it's yarn.
It's not important.
Yeah, right. So I'm trying to make Stetson a sweater.
Oh.
So I got him some
very nice. What color?
Fall-esque colors.
Yeah.
It's a multicolored shindig. So I'll have to show it to you. That's all it was. I remember now. Don't worry, everybody. It wasn't a book. The only thing I had to haul was not more of us to the west. We used to live here. Oh, how are you on Storygraph?
Good question.
I did want to talk about my what's this last month? August stats. I don't know. You know, I'm all over the place. I don't know if I did it for last month, but I'm gonna do it for August. You know, since we're here.
They're so cute. Let me go here. I've read 24 books.
Look at, and your goal's 25, right?
No, it's 24.
Oh.
Woo,
look at you!
I'm going to pass my goal this year.
Five.
Remember last year? I'd only read 23. I'd finished the 24th one on January 1st.
You're going to surpass your goal.
Woohoo!
That's amazing. Because you're going to have Crossroads of Twilight done, and then you're going to have We Used to Live Here, so you're already going to be past it. That's amazing.
And Cinder, maybe. I might.
Oh, yeah. Are you still reading Cinder? Or you put it on hold?
I put it on hold. I just removed it from the list. I didn't DNF it or anything.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's going to say that it took me 3 years to read this book, so let me just remove it off the list.
Are you going to start it over completely so you...
Yeah, but, well, I don't know. I think I wasn't far into it.
Okay.
I think I'm in like...
Okay.
I think I'm in chapter 4, but they're very short chapters.
Yeah.
They're very short. So it's almost like in a regular book or a book with regular chapters, I'd probably be in chapter 2.
Yeah. I love short. I know I said it last week. I love short chapters. And More of Us to the West, almost all of them are pretty short. And so it helps hold your attention. I love it. And then every now and then you'd get a chapter that was like, 22 minutes till the end of the chapter. And I was like, what?
That's a long chapter.
How do you go from like 5 minutes every chapter to 20? Okay, look at you. So it says I'm ahead by 8 books.
Yay. So how many books does that mean you have?
I've made a comeback since the beginning of this year. So my goal is 55, and I'm at 50 right now. Nice. I'm 91% through my book goal. I've met my pages goal already. I've met my audio hour goal, which that baffled me. Okay, so I read 5 books in August.
Nice.
1,288 pages. 4.98 hours. The average time to finish a book was 8 days. The largest pie slice I have is Emotional with 4 books. Whoop. Then Hopeful with 3 books. And they overlap, which sometimes I forget that. Then Reflective, then Dark, then Adventurous, then Tense, and Mysterious. 80% of my reads were medium paced, 20% were fast paced. Oh, well, what I considered medium and fast paced. Then it was 25% were less than 300 pages, and 75% were 300 to 499 pages. All the audiobooks, which I think it was just one, that I read in August was less than 8 hours. And then all fiction. I'm a fiction girly this year so far. I tried to read Cabin Fever, and it was good. I fell off of reading it, didn't get back onto the bandwagon. My mom finished it, though. My mom read it.
Did she like it?
She said it was very good. So, good for my mom. I read 4 in the science fiction genre, 1 in the mystery genre, 1 in the horror genre, 1 in the fantasy. Impact Winter 1. Oh, I'm reading August. It's October. I need to be reading
Yeah.
September. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I didn't listen to Impact Winter.
That's funny.
Not the first one, at least. That's crazy. I might just edit all that out. Okay, so my stats for September. Here we are. I read 6 books, 1,628 pages, 13.18 hours. And the average time it took me to finish a book was 10 days. The largest pie slice is tense, then dark, they're equal, then adventurous and mysterious. 20% of my reads in September were slow-paced, 20% were medium-paced, and 60% were fast-paced. 25% were less than 300 pages, 75% were 300 to 499 pages, and I read 1 audiobook, and it was less than 8 hours. And then it was all fiction. I almost said fiction, and I was like, that's not even a word. I read 3 horrors, 2 thrillers, 2 science fiction, 2 fantasy, 1 dystopian, 1 mystery, 1 literary. What is the literary? Utah, a novel. Wow, by Levi Rogers. Then I did 17% were printed physical books, 33% were audio, and then 50% of my reads in September were digital. I've really become the Kindle girly.
Which is very funny.
It is very funny, right? I had 4 4-stars, 2 5-stars. The 2 5-stars were Impact Winter 2 and The Last by Hanna Jameson. I really liked The Last. I gave it to my mom to read. I think she'll like it.
Has she read it?
Not yet that I know of. She's got to read. We used to live here. She's at like, I don't even know. I already forgot. She's at like 94 books or something this year.
That's crazy.
Preposterous.
Did she read while you guys were on the cruise?
I don't think she had time to read very much either. I think she opened a book maybe once or twice. Mm-hmm. But I don't think she actually was able to finish a book. And I said, that's funny. I'd never even cracked one open. Nope, sure didn't. Okay. I don't know. I might leave it in there that I read from the wrong month. We'll see.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
I was like, wait a second, this isn't that. And the only thing that made me realize was Impact Winter. I was like, I did not re-listen to the first one this past month. That was not right.
I mean, we don't have a Patreon, so it's not like they get any bloopers or anything.
Right. Yeah. I was worried. I was on the phone with Lexi. I said, I'm going to finish More of Us to the West, and then depending on when I finish that, I might start reading We Used to Live Here if I don't read this next one in that series. But maybe I'll send you 2 books to pick for me to read if it's still within plenty of time to read the book club book. She's like, okay, that'd be cool. And then I didn't trust myself. So that's why I just decided to go ahead and start reading We Used to Live Here. Because I was like, it's already, in my head I was like, it's already almost the 10th.
Right.
Which is how I'm thinking about it.
Right.
So, which honestly, I probably have time to read something else, but I didn't want to push it.
Yeah.
Which, that kind of works out, because I am technically going to read Feathers. I can't think of the name of the book.
Literally just said it twice.
I know.
Feathers Floating on Ember.
You're amazing.
I pulled that out of somewhere. You should check it and see if it's right.
I think it is right. Feathers, what did you say?
Floating on Ember?
Floating through Ember. That's close. You got most of the words right.
That's funny.
Okay. So, that's all I've got. If you're reading our book club book, be sure to send us an email at happylybookedpodcast@gmail.com by the 28th. No, we were doing the 4th, weren't we?
Let me see your calendar. I feel like we should go back and listen to that episode. But if they have it read by the 28th, we can talk about it on the 4th.
Right. Because then, technically, that's the whole month that they get to read it, right?
Right.
Okay. So send us your...
Don't mind us, you guys.
I told you I've been slacking lately.
It's not like this is our job or anything.
I know. Don't worry though. If it was, we'd be a little bit more on it.
Yeah, we would. Definitely.
Yeah. So send us your clips and paragraphs and whatnot.
You're already on top of things more than I am.
Barely.
I feel like I do better. I think it's because, you know, I have an 8-hour job.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff I have myself doing. You know, actually,
that's a tiring 8-hour job.
My goal for next year should be to be more put together.
That's my goal too.
I'm only 44. It's time to grow up.
Yeah. No.
Be responsible.
You're pretty responsible. No, it's tough out here, man. What did we say? You have till the 28th, or you have till the 4th?
28th.
Okay. So send us your clips and paragraphs, and even if you don't like the book, even if you just want to send me a sentence as to why you didn't like the book, send it to our email by the 28th.
Yes, or if you're really crazy and you listen to it on Everend and also physically read it, you can tell us the pros and cons.
Yeah, that's always really fun. If you're dorks like us and think that's fun, tell us.
That does sound dorky, doesn't it?
You think we're kidding? I'm genuinely interested into the pros and cons and why you liked it, and if you hated it. If it is your least favorite book you have ever read, I want to know why.
And I haven't heard any cussing yet, but it's a scary book, so it probably is. So yeah. I just wanted to warn people who don't like to read cussing. Mm-hmm. It's probably in there.
I've not heard it yet, but it might be. No, you're right, though. If it's supposed to be a little bit of a spooky book, there probably is. Okay. So, I hope my warnings for More of Us to the West weren't a little too much. I know that some of those topics are a little rough. Just letting you know. It's a good book, but...
Yeah, it's rough for people who don't go through it, but it's rougher for people who do.
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
Keep that in mind if that's something you're interested in. So, that's all I've got. Maybe we'll have more next... I mean, I think we actually talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think we did good today.
Maybe I blabbed my chops about More of Us to the West. I mean, I also spoiled the ending, so...
I blabbed about Harry Potter, so, I mean...
I think I want to... man. I'm not going to just say it, because I'll never stop saying it. I won't ever do it. All right. Well, see you next week, everybody. Adios.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise. That's what my granddaddy used to say.
Amen.
All right. So, make sure you check out the show notes. And we should probably do that. We should also check out show notes.
Yes. Yeah.
And
I need to update the show notes.
And the email is always at the bottom. So if you forget, you know, or if you're listening while you're driving, you can, you want to email us, you can get home and look up the email and email us.
Easy peasy. Safe and sound.
Wanted to just refresh your thoughts on our merchandise that Brooke talked about at the beginning of the episode. We have cute t-shirts.
That's right.
They come in more than one color. Just let us know. We did a photo shoot last year.
We should
repost some of those photos.
I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
We should retake some photos.
Oh, that's a good idea. Brooke was the model because, bless you, because she's the cuter of the two of us.
Stop it. Stop, you're going to make me blush.
Wait, was it last year? It was year before last,
wasn't it? It was the year before last.
Wow, we've been doing the podcast for a while.
I know.
This is awesome.
Wow.
So anyway, and we have cute tote bags, of course. She mentioned we have Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
We have bookmarks. We have notebooks.
I did say the notebooks. Yeah,
yes,
okay.
You did.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you said the notebooks.
I was like, the Christmas ornaments.
Do we have pens?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
We need pens, Miss Tracy.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Tracy.
I want to say thank you to Miss Tracy for putting together the ideas, and she chose the colors, I think, for the shirts. And she did a really good job on our merchandise. So she's like really interested in doing that for us, and I appreciate her. And so I hope someone wants to buy something to put her to work. And
make that lady do something.
Maybe that could be her full-time job too.
That'd be fun.
Anyway,
if only we could actually pay her enough to
I know.
make that worth it.
I know. That'd be awesome. And don't forget to check out Sideways Sheriff, because he literally bought everything for us to do this podcast. And drifting is cool, and you should check it out.
It is pretty cool.
And Austin's a pretty cool guy. Yeah. He's very good. Brooke is lucky.
That's right. Speaking of drifting, if you're in Georgia, there is a drift event on October 19th.
Ooh, fun.
It's the day before my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's going to be at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and they're doing paid ride-alongs.
Ooh, how much does it cost?
I do believe you have to pay to get in. I don't know how much it costs, but there's going to be more at the event than drifting. Like this, it's a big event from what I've been told. And
that sounds fun.
I'll be there if you want to come, say hello, and ride in the car. So I believe
you could get her autograph.
Yeah, you could get my autograph.
That'd be cool.
What a day for you.
Because the girls are doing something that weekend.
That's pretty lame.
I'm sorry. Wait, what time is it from when to when?
Let me look it up.
They are spending the night with the girls at church on the 18th, and I'm picking them up after work on the 19th.
Fuel Fest. It's called Fuel Fest, in case that helps. So look up Fuel Fest Atlanta 2024, and we'll bring it up. It's from 1 to 8 p.m.
Oh, we can probably still make it.
That'd
Are you going to be there the whole time?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. And I'll be helping strap people in the cars. So.
Oh, I hope I can make it back in time.
Yeah.
I really kind of want to do that.
That'd be fun. I feel like I need to tell people, the people at the event who are running the event, are charging people $50 to ride. So if you are interested, just keep that in your mind that you do have to pay $50 to ride. But it's really fun. So yeah, that's so where cool. I'll be October 19th, the day before my birthday. So
2 exciting weekends in a row.
I'll be 30.
Leaving the 20s behind.
That's right. Okay. So yeah, I think I would like to try harder with telling people about events.
You should
on here.
You should wear your Happily Booked shirt to the drift event.
I'll probably wear a Sideways Sheriff
shirt. I'm gonna wear my Happily Booked shirt.
You should.
And I'll make one of the girls wear the other one. I have 2. I don't know how I ended up with 2.
You have an orange one and this one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I have an orange one in that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should bring one of yours and make the other girl change when we get there.
Okay. I will.
Okay, anyway.
We're from Happily Booked.
So, if you're in the area of the Atlanta Motor Speedway on the 19th, you should definitely check out the drift event and take a ride with Austin. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Really
That'd be
fun.
super fun.
He's going to have both cars, but he's only driving one of them. So you can ride in both. But
okay. Well, if I get to come, I want to ride with Austin. I don't know if I trust anybody else to drive me in a
I don't blame you. I have not ridden with anybody else. And we know some people that are really good, but I'm like, I'm still not going to ride with you.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it looks like fun, but also at any moment it could be a scary situation. So.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to say I just want to shout out our friends who are getting married Saturday.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And they'll be married already by the time this comes out. And I don't even know if they listen, but we're so excited. Caitlin and Jesse, I'm going to say your names because no one knows your last name anyway.
I love y'all.
So we love you so much, and we're so excited that you're getting married. I remember when they were babies.
And I held them in my arms.
Not real babies.
Yeah, I know.
So excited. Anyway.
I miss them. That's something I miss about working is seeing them.
Yeah.
And you, of course.
I'm happy that you get to see me once a week. It's fine. I'm very happy that I still get to see both of them. And anyway, so congratulations. And as always, everybody out there, it's wonderful to know that there are so many kindred spirits in the world. Thank you for listening. and supporting us. Thank you for, looking at our Facebook page that sometimes gets updated and our Instagram page that sometimes gets updated. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. And until next time, stay happily booked.